I would hate to see that people not being able to get the classes they want that would prepare them for college.
Teacher safety in schools still a major sticking point for the union and continues to cause a stalemate with the Fargo School Board during contract negotiations.
Superintendent Jeff Schatz confirmed that last week a staff member at Agassiz School in Fargo was hurt by a student, but he didn't want to go into details.
Valley News Team's education reporter Veronica Marshall has more on why negotiations are going nowhere and how it could ultimately impact students.
We have students that are coming to school with an awful lot of trauma that they didn't come to school with before.
After a rise in violent outbursts from students over the past few years, teachers are asking the Fargo School Board to add safety clauses in their contracts.
There are teachers that are not coming back because they don't feel safe in their work environment and they don't feel supported by their schools.
So far, the answer from the school board has been no.
We've been hesitant to put anything into the contract until we know what is working and what will work, and how do we improve on that going forward.
Instead, the district says programs and policies are the best way to go, because if they don't work, they can be changed.
The legal advice that we've received so far from our district's counselor is that the language to date has not been appropriate to put into a contract.
But the union says that's exactly what teachers are afraid of.
Having a provision about safety in a policy is not as safe for the teacher as having that same provision in a contract. You can enforce a contract.
The union says if teachers don't feel safe, they won't work here, and it's the students who could suffer.
If we don't hire enough highly qualified, highly competent teachers to assume these positions, that there will be fewer course offerings.
Giving teachers one final bargaining chip to get the contracts they want.
Pressure from the public. You have to remember that the school board works for the public. So when the public understands that their child's learning space is the same workspace as the teachers, they will demand that that space be a very safe one.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Teacher and school district negotiators will meet again next week. The board says one way it will improve school safety outside of teacher contracts is by hiring a manager for its safety and risk management program. Last year, teacher contract negotiations in Fargo reached an impasse, with the board ultimately issuing a contract that was not approved by the union.